Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Be Real Entertainment presents Sports Spit, and I'm your host, your player partner, your partner that's a real player out here in these goddamn streets. OG Good Game with my co-host,
Slick Vic. What up? What up?
Hey, we coming to you from the Hall of Game, where we giving you 360 degrees of game. For those that don't understand, that's game all the way around.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Dig, man. The NBA is just getting started, but I think it's heating up, man. I think it's going real good. I'm loving how this is playing out so far. The first little month of the season.
Mm-hmm. That's Clyde.
I like it.
Or was it Clyde Frazier or Clyde Walt Frazier? Anyway.
Old school dude?
Yeah, as he would say, it's starting to percolate.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna start talking about. We're gonna start this thing off by talking about the surprises in the East and the surprises in the West. Go ahead, Vic. Let me know what's your surprise in the East.
In the East,
Yeah.
well, we talk about positive surprises or negative surprises, because
Start with either one. I mean,
the biggest surprise in the East by far to me would be the Milwaukee Bucks.
that's negative. So we're gonna start the show off with some negative.
I mean, well, that's just the biggest surprise to me.
What's a bigger surprise to me is they ain't fired Doc Rivers yet. Adrian Griffin,
yeah.
he did 10 times better.
Mm-hmm.
10 times better than Doc. And they got rid of him because the team was backbiting. They bit him all off in his back. You know what I'm saying? And you know that was just dirty. That was like nasty, diabolical work. You know what I'm saying? But you know, go ahead, lead it. Go ahead back with that, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, to me, that's the biggest surprise. Obviously, the on the positive side of surprise, I would think would be the Cleveland Cavaliers. But to me, the bigger surprise is how bad Milwaukee's been struggling more than how great Cleveland's been playing up to this point of the season. What would you say? What would be your biggest surprise?
I would say the 76ers.
Ooh, negative again.
I would say the 76ers. Since we on that negative, you know
Okay,
what I'm saying,
yeah, okay.
type of thing right now.
Right.
We on that type of time.
Okay,
You know,
all right.
We just keep it in motion.
Okay.
The 76ers is my biggest surprise.
Now, do you think that's fair, just based off of Joel Embiid actually came back and yesterday was his first game?
From his suspension for shoving dude that said some old foul stuff about his family, which he should have got shoved, but he should have had his peoples holler at dude. Yeah.
Agreed.
It's a way you do things, and it's you know, you can be doing the right thing, but it's a way to do the right thing and a wrong way to do the right thing.
Yes.
And he chose the latter.
Yeah, I mean, spur of the moment emotional reactions aren't always the right way.
Yeah.
But you know, when somebody puts you in that zone, sometimes it's kind of tough to sit there and think through situations, especially when you got people you're talking about who aren't here anymore. So
yeah,
it's a very sensitive subject.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, they. I seen the game when he first came back. He ain't playing back to backs.
yeah, that's another story.
So
too.
he ain't. If he ain't playing back to back for none this year, he's definitely out the MVP race.
Yeah, probably so.
I feel like he need to be playing as much as possible. You know what I'm saying, to get his stamina up, to get his game legs up underneath him, because he didn't look right last night.
Yeah, I mean, but what do you think is more important at this point? He's got one MVP. You think he needs to be playing for the MVP, or you think he just needs to try?
No,
to be healthy?
that ain't the mission of the season. Is for no MVP. The mission of the season is to win the chip. But you got to play yourself into shape, and I don't think he looked like 2 to 3 steps slower than everybody else on the court.
Yeah.
And his shot ain't there yet. His defense definitely ain't there because, like I say, he two steps slower. So I mean, I just don't. I feel like the only way that he can elevate his game or get back to the level that he is at is he just got to keep playing. He just got to get out there and just be playing. You know, it's one thing to play in practice, but it's another game speed. That's two different things.
Now, do
You know
you
what I'm talking
think?
about?
Yeah. Now, do you think him playing in the Olympics this summer has anything to do with it? Where he really won't have an off season, so he kind of takes, you know, the early part of the season probably off, or kind of, you know, uses the time to kind of where he can kind of rest.
But that was like, I mean, yeah.
I mean, he's never really made it. Well, not never made it through a. Well, yeah, he's never really made it through a whole season, start to finish, healthy. I mean, he's played in playoff games, but usually he's always at the end of the season, and you know when they do get eliminated, he's usually limping through those last few games of the playoff series.
Mm-hmm.
So even if he when he won the MVP, he was still limping his way through the playoffs by the time summer came.
Right. I put him in the same bag with Chris Paul for right now. Chris Paul is always hurt. He gonna always get hurt at the end of the season or sometime during the season, be out a nice stretch, and he just can't stay healthy. But for Chris Paul, on his behalf, he old as hell. You know what I'm saying?
But you said his whole career, he wasn't always old as hell.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about now. He old as hell, so I can give him a leeway. You know what I'm saying now because you know what I mean.
Now, do you feel like that had anything with strength, not strength and conditioning, but just conditioning overall and being in shape? Because I think we can agree that Embiid has never been like the prototype of fitness
Workout guy.
Yeah, but was Chris Paul that guy either? I mean,
Not that I know of.
I don't remember people saying he wasn't. I don't think anybody ever accused him of being out of shape, but was he like a, you know, totally committed, you know, to his body guy? You know, like some of these guys, like your Tom Brady's or your Kobe Bryant's or your LeBron James. They try to stick to a certain. They get older and kind of change their diets to try to help their body, you know, not age as well.
I mean, if you hang around them guys, I would think that you would pick up some of them tendencies. Like, okay, you would peep like, oh, is that what he doing? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, let me see if I can't do something like that. I don't have to necessarily do that exactly, but just something like that. You know, that's what I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree, but to me, diet's kind of a different animal because what people like, they like. Some people it's hard to give up. You know, he might be a red meat guy.
Well, but I'm talking about really just like, okay, diet plays a part in it, but I'm talking about like your fitness and your in shape and just being ready and just having your body, you know, running on all cylinders. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like when the end of the season, if you just take off, go vacation, and then you start eating and stuff, and then you come back, yeah, you think you're working yourself into shape. You know, mentally you probably is, but physically your body be like, not right now.
Yeah.
Like, hold up, player.
Yeah.
Let's sit down for a second.
Yeah, and I think that's,
you know, some will get pulled, some will get strained.
Yeah, and that's always with Chris Paul's. That's his whole career.
Right.
Some strained, something pulled.
Right. So I mean, I don't. Hey.
That growing.
Power to him.
Yeah, so he's always had problems with that growing.
Okay.
Let's move to the West. The Western Conference surprise?
No. Okay, because we got some positive surprises in the East.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
You know, like I've been trying to tell you, you know, about them Cleveland Cavaliers. I like them in the East. That's my East team. That's except for when they play even though they smacked us around.
Yeah, smacked them when they sprayed the wood.
They for one of our losses, we only had 2, but that was one of them. It's cool. We just had to get the feel of them. But, you know, they smacked us.
Yeah.
But I like Cleveland. I like Mitchell. I like Garland. Mobley, Allen. You know, they got some players. And I've been saying this for a couple years, you know, but now they finally actually, at least at the beginning of the season, they who I thought they was.
Right. And
But I know you didn't think that they was who they is. I tried to tell you, I was like, man, that's the best team in the basketball. Nah. Did you say that? You said that, right?
yeah, I said
Okay.
okay.
I thought it was somebody else that I had over there, just sitting over there, you know. But they the best team. He was like, nah. I'm like, yeah. They ain't the best. He was like, they ain't the best team. I'm like, yes, they is. They got the best record.
They're the best team. They're the best team today.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't believe in it. I don't
Still don't believe it?
No, I don't believe in it.
Okay.
I don't believe in them being the best team in the conference. I don't believe in that. But they're definitely good looking at how they're playing. So I was
the best team in the league. Ain't no team better than them.
Today.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it'll end up that way though.
Okay. Well,
but yeah,
82 games.
Yeah, they can't win them all. They won't win them all.
Well, they won shit.
They
won the first 12.
They undefeated right now.
They won the first 12.
And so I definitely didn't predict that. I didn't foresee that, especially with some of the teams they had to play.
Yeah, they smacked the Warriors.
They got some good wins on their schedule. So they're definitely.
They got quality wins. I don't really know who all they beat. I don't know who all them 12 is that they beat. I just know one of them was the Warriors.
I think they beat Boston too. So. Oh no, I know the Warriors beat Boston.
Yeah,
and then
we smacked. I told you, we just got their number, bruh. You know what I'm saying? The Leprechaun, we smacked hell out that Leprechaun.
Yeah, something about them Warrior jerseys.
Yeah.
They got ghosts in them or something. They the Celtics.
But yeah, so Cleveland is a big surprise to me, and
to everybody.
I ain't gonna say they're a big surprise because I've been rocking with them for a minute, but for them to be 12-0, that's the big surprise.
Yeah,
to be the only undefeated team in the league to this point. So yeah, they better than Boston, you know. And a surprise on the negative tip is Boston. They're not as good as people said they was. They're not. You know, I seen kinks and flaws in a game, and one of them is the coaching. He didn't do an Eric Spoelstra, you know, calling a Chris Webber timeout, a phantom timeout, a la Chris Webber. But you know, I ain't feeling Joe Mazzulla for real.
Yeah, I mean, well, nobody thought you. I ain't gonna say nobody, but the biggest criticism of the Celtics team was they didn't have a real coach on their bench.
Still don't.
Whether he's a great coach or not, he won a ring. So
if you handed a Ferrari and you run a race and you win with that Ferrari that somebody just gave you, then you just did what it was supposed to do. Actually, you just really rolled the ball out there and let them play. Them boys was good enough and they played real well. I give hats off to them. Last year, they won it. But I don't think that it was because of Joe. It was because of Jaylen Brown and Tatum.
No, yeah, I mean, I agree.
And the rest of the crew.
Definitely agree it wasn't because of Joe, but
they won despite of Joe.
I mean, how many bad coaches win championships though? Like, this is not a big number. I mean, you might say Doc Rivers, but
thank you. You didn't say it all.
But his talent was unreal.
Rudy Tomjanovich. You remember that dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember him?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Yeah, him too. Yeah. You know.
But yeah. But their players were better. I don't know. I feel like their players were better.
Whose players were better?
Rudy Tomjanovich's and Doc Rivers. I feel like they had better players.
That's what I'm saying. If you handed a Ferrari,
and
you run the race and you win, I mean, you did what it was. You made it do what it was supposed to do.
And I feel like Joe Mazzulla doesn't have a Ferrari. He wasn't handed the keys to a Ferrari.
Oh yeah, that was a Ferrari.
But I feel like he was handed the keys to like
a vet.
Just a big custom off-road Suburban or something. Just some big truck with a whole bunch of power behind it.
Well, they monster
Because
trucked over everybody.
Yeah, because I don't believe they got Ferrari parts or Ferrari. Like I just don't. Like I feel like they just kind of overpowered the league with the depth of their roster.
That's true. But that's part of the engine to make the Ferrari go.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of the engine.
It's just I just think the big three Celtics are sexier. I think the Houston Rockets have sexier pieces. You know, they're big. You know, like the engines are better, and to me the engine's better in the Houston Rockets. Hakeem's better than Tatum or Jaylen Brown.
I can't dispute that. I can't dispute that. But if that was a different game and that was a different time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Okay. I'll accept that. Yeah, I'll accept that. But my point is that doesn't happen a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't got no more surprises in the East.
Let's go out west then. Go west, young man.
Go west. Okay. My biggest surprise in the West is.
Come on, you gonna pretend to act like
What you talking
you gonna
about?
pretend to act like it ain't your boys?
I know that's not a surprise to me. That might be a surprise to
That's a
you.
surprise to everybody else.
But that ain't meant.
Go ahead and do your surprise then. Go ahead.
I ain't playing with you. I ain't finna go back and forth with you either.
Uh-huh.
But no, the biggest surprise is the way Denver is playing. They're not. They just.
They
just don't
7-4.
No, they lost
Or
those games.
7-3. They 7-3.
Yeah, but
that's the same thing with the Celtics.
I expected them to be. They
They
don't
leaders
look.
of the conference
I
lost
watched.
too.
I know, but I watched them play, and they just don't look. They just don't look like the Denver Nuggets. I know it's early.
Yeah.
It's early. It's early, everybody. But
They a championship team. They know it's a long season. They just gotta stay close.
okay, well, I'll take that back. My surprise is Minnesota.
There you go. There you
6-5 so far.
Wasn't surprised to me though. I expected that step back.
My thing is, I want to ask you a question,
Okay.
and I'm gonna ask y'all out there a question. Who won the trade between New York and Minnesota?
Did anybody get better?
I don't think neither side won. I think they both lost.
Yeah, I think they both regret that trade.
I
At least so far.
I think they probably need to trade back. Like, nah, hold up.
Veto that trade. Send it.
Hold up,
Rescind it.
let's trade back, man, because they was better. Both of them was
Both
better.
of them, both teams were better. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
New York, although they're in fourth place, but they 500 team, 5-5.
Yeah, they just fortunate that the East ain't that good,
Right.
and they still 4-4 or
No,
5-5.
5-5.
Yeah, they still 500.
But shit, man, Minnesota is 6-5, so they both playing the same.
Yeah, but in the Western Conference, they got them in 9th place.
Yeah,
They got them at the bottom.
and they won
in the
one more
play-in.
game, but they further back.
Yeah,
It just
'cause
goes to show the West is
it's
way
tough.
more stronger than the East.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's my surprise. The Minnesota Timberwolves, they just don't seem the same without them two big men, and that's what gives the Warriors problems when they got two
That size.
solid big men.
That size, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how Cleveland busted them up.
Yeah,
They had the two with
Mobley
Allen and Mobley.
Allen, yeah.
Busted them up. And last year you seen Minnesota bust them up with Cat and
Gobert.
Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though Rudy got put in the Hucklebuck. Rudy, he got put in the Hucklebuck. Like, they still was busting us up though.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's our big downfall. But yeah, man, Minnesota, they don't seem the same without Cat. They missing that firepower. You know,
Agreed.
what's my guy name who came from New York?
Randall?
Yeah, Julius Randle, the ex-Knick, ex-Laker. He just, so far, season is early. So far, he's not stepping up to where Cat was at with the team.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, he doesn't average what Cat averaged, but he was never.
Oh, he was a big scorer in New York.
Well, he was never the caliber of volume player that Cat was. I mean, Cat was just 5 or 6 more points a game. You know, like Randall was on the lower clip of 20, and Cat was in around the mid to upper 20s. It's just a different caliber of score, I think.
Okay.
And so I wouldn't think they would expect him to replace all the scoring by himself, but that's why they got multiple players. Like, you know, that's why they got DiVincenzo in the deal too. You know.
Yeah. He used to be a warrior.
Yeah.
We miss him though. Hey, I like him if we had room on the team, you know what I'm saying? But we got like 12 strong.
Yeah. Warriors look young, and
Some folks ain't even getting no work.
yeah.
Like Kyle Anderson didn't even get no work last night. He was a
slow
DNP. He was a DNP last night. You know, in the first game of the Emirates Cup.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So what's
Yeah, Randall's averaging 20 points a game.
just even 20?
Yeah, 38% from 3. I mean, like I said, he's a lower 20s guy.
Okay.
You know, and that's just kind of who he is. I just don't think the team works as well with an inside big man as opposed to an outside big man. Because I think having that perimeter-based big man gave gave Ant the room to drive and the lanes to drive, and now you got Randall in there calling for the ball.
But he's not the center.
No, he's not a center, but
He's a small forward,
But
power forward.
he's a power forward.
But he really a small forward.
I mean, well, Cat
Grand
wasn't a
scheme.
center. Cat wasn't center either. He was power forward.
Cat, he didn't play.
Gobert
He didn't
was the
play,
center.
but he's still a center. He's still a center. He playing center now.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, because New York don't have a center really.
Yeah, they got that.
They got rid of Hartenstein, and
Oh damn, they did get rid of
he
him.
went to OKC. They got rid of Hartenstein. So Cat is a center, and Cat never really wanted to be a center. That's why he liked being paired up with Gobert. But I just don't think it works because I think they want to occupy the same space, and Randall also doesn't. He's not a pure block post guy, so he likes to handle the ball and catch the ball and face up, and so I think it's just kind of a little bit of redundancy in what they kind of like to do, and I think that's why Anthony Edwards is shooting more threes than he's ever shot. He's been shooting them at a good clip, but I think that's the why the Cat's playing the way he's playing, or the Ant's playing the way he's playing. He's shooting 11.5 threes a game.
Damn, that's more than Steph.
And he's making 5 a game. He's killing it from 3-point range. He's 45.3% from 3, shooting 11.5 a game. So I mean, he's on pace right now. He's on pace to give Steph Curry a run for his money for most threes in the season.
Okay. Another disappointment or surprise, negative in the West, I would say, would be the team that the Western Conference champions, the Dallas Mavericks, with Clay.
Yeah.
Although I like Clay, don't get me wrong.
You sure you like Clay?
Yeah, I like Clay.
You act like you like Clay.
I just felt like it was time for him to go and do something else.
Okay.
You know,
Move around,
yeah,
Clay.
all that, all that. But Dallas, they in that 11th spot so far. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They
Out of
ain't
the
been playing good.
Out of the play-in picture. Well,
No, they
out of the play-in, but not out of
Yeah.
the play-in picture. But yeah,
Luka still playing good. Kyrie playing good. But I ain't been hearing too much from Gafford or Lively. You know, the only thing I've been seeing about Lively is getting posterized and threes, getting dotted with them 3s.
Mhm.
You know, you step your big self out there and you know what I mean? You pay for it. So, I mean, they to me, they just a disappointment, a surprise disappointment, because I thought that they would be a lot better than they are.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, I definitely didn't expect them to be in 11th place. So let me not say that, but I think they were always a better postseason team than regular season team.
You think they built? You think they built for the postseason?
I don't know if they're built for the postseason, but they're a tough matchup.
Okay.
And so when you get in the series and you don't got nobody to guard Luka or nobody to guard Kyrie, like, you know, or even if you do got somebody to guard those guys, you can only do so much. You know, you got two guards who can pretty much score from anywhere on the court, however they want to get it. If you don't got a lot of defense or a lot of counter punching for your own offense, it's gonna be a tough series. And OKC found that out last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, it's anybody's game when this game is, you know, 5 points or less under 2 minutes, and they've got two unstoppable, you know, offensive players.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's sprinkle a little Clay on there.
yeah. Well,
Hey man, he still a bust them threes.
yeah.
He still a pop that.
I think every Mavericks fan out there would still rather Kyrie or Luka shoot that ball. Like I think they take a one-on ISO with Luka or Kyrie than an open play three.
Oh man, you so disrespectful.
You
so disrespectful.
Hey, that's.
I'm allowed to be like that.
I'm just
allowed to.
I just make observations, man. That's all. I just make observations. But yeah, I'd agree though. As far as negative stuff, I mean, yeah, I didn't see the Dallas Mavericks struggling this much this early.
What do you see as a positive surprise in the West so far? So far,
Your team.
my team.
Your team.
What's my team? If I had a team like that, who is my team?
You know who your team is. The Golden State Warriors, to me, have
Steph Neal.
been, I want to say the most fun surprise in the league so far.
Yeah, you know it. You already know it.
The
The
Cavs are a cute story, but I feel
Good
like
story.
I feel like you don't have the legs that the Warriors might have. Like I'm starting to entertain thoughts of like, man, what happens if Steph can get that fifth? And you know, and it's still early. It's still early, but it's just like
early.
I don't know if this is sustainable, and I don't know if I really believe in it because they've got all these new parts, and they're so new that I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Like, but I mean, it could just all. I mean, because it could just all be smoke and mirrors, and all this stuff could evaporate by Christmas.
Because I don't really want to bring this up, but last year we started off 6-1.
Yeah.
And then everything went skiing.
Yeah.
Downhill. Like fast, like
Steph
a
got
Olympic
hurt.
slalom.
Didn't Steph get hurt at some point in the season last year, though?
Yeah, man, but we went from 6-1 to the play-in.
But what y'all got this year is defense.
Yeah, we got defense, and that's the thing. Jerry Stackhouse and his defense.
Jerry Stackhouse is the I never would have equated Jerry Stackhouse.
Hey,
to
me
defense.
neither. But he's the defensive coach though.
Okay.
Then we got Terry Shots running the offense.
Okay.
You know, but yeah, Stack got them boys playing. He got them boys hustling, and it just ain't like the starters. Cause for real, I'm gonna tell you the truth. when the starters start the game off, the other team always go up on our starters.
Okay.
You
So
know?
your starters don't come out ready.
They don't come out.
They don't got the energy.
I just wish Steph had more me. I mean, I'm not saying me, but him saying me. You know, him being a me type of player.
Oh, you want
I want him to be
more selfish.
ultra aggressive.
Yeah,
A little bit more selfish. Just a little bit. You don't always have to do it at the end of the game. Start the game off like that. You know what I'm saying? Get the second team a lead. Because our second team be blowing everybody out the water.
Okay.
When our second team come in, we get the lead back, we take a lead, and then the starters come in, and they keep pushing.
Okay.
But our second team, and I've been saying this for a long time, your bench is what's going to take you into the playoffs and beyond. You know what I'm saying? If you got a solid bench, your bench will take you because the starters is going to get tired. You know, they ain't going to play the whole game. Even not Juice, LeBron. He can't. He still probably be playing the whole game, but y'all know why.
I think the Portland Trailblazers would disagree with you. I think the 1999-2000 Portland Trailblazers, as far as being having that bench and being deep, that depth.
They was deep.
Yeah, they were deep.
Oh, okay. I don't remember back in that far.
Zach Randolph and Jermaine O'Neal. Yeah.
But them
Rasheed Wallace.
Them players didn't really come into their own.
No,
then.
they weren't. No,
They wasn't the players
They
that
just
they
had a bunch
were.
of talent.
They were young players
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So that's probably why. But yeah, man, our bench is
Y'all got young players.
so good. Yeah, we got a player like Pazinski. We got players like Kaminga, Moody. Yeah, we got some young players, and it's some other players that I ain't even mentioned yet.
That you don't know their names.
Not quite.
They see that's
that new.
This is what I mean.
They
Smoke
that
and
new.
mirrors, man.
Nah,
Like
they
I
that new.
can't
They that
believe in
new.
it. Like I ain't never heard of some of these guys. So it's like
You seen Pazinski play last year?
no, yeah, but the other guys.
You seen Moody play last year? And you know
I've
Kaminga.
already named those three players. Yeah, I know about them.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other guys. Like
The other guys are vets.
number 8, I don't know who he is.
You talking about Guy Santos?
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
He looked like he the Brazilian guy.
Probably. Yeah, like I'm saying, like I don't know. They've got these players that I've never heard of, and so to me, it's some smoke and mirrors situation with me because I got to see more of it before I believe it. You know, it could be a trend, it could be a flash in the pan. I'm not sure, and I'm sure that's kind of how people feel about the Cleveland Cavaliers, but. I guess we'll see. But for now, man, it looks great. It looks amazing.
I love it, man. I love it.
They got young talent. They got athletes out there. They're defending. They're running.
We're rebounding. That is the key to rebounds, man. And blocking shots and protecting the rim. Rim protection. So far, we're playing like that. Oh, and we got that boy Trace Jackson Davis.
Yeah, then that's another one too.
You know, he played real well last year. He played well. Yeah.
Okay. I don't even remember seeing
He took Looney's spot.
Oh,
because Looney was starting last year.
Oh, so is Looney not hurt?
No,
I just figured he was sub.
Looney ain't hurt. No,
Okay.
they running with the young boy.
Okay.
Bring Looney off the bench.
Okay. Well, they looking good. They definitely looking
Yes,
good.
sir. Yes, sir. I said that one more time like that. I like how that sound. Yeah. But it don't mean nothing if they ain't playing good at the end of the year.
Yep. And I think you should back off of Steph a little bit. He's like 35, 36. Just let him ease into these games. It's a long season.
Yeah.
He don't got to start off on 10. Just let him ease into the game because they got a long season. You know.
That's true. 82 is a long way to go.
It's a long way to go.
A long way to go.
Got 72 left, something like that. 70 games, somewhere in there. Some teams got 70, some got 72, but There's a lot of mouths left to be put on these guys.
Okay. Hey, you got anything else?
That's it, man. We said plenty.
Okay. Hey, man, it's been real. I liked it. If y'all got anything y'all want to, speak on, put it in the comment section. Let us know. And I'm going to tell Vic, and Vic going to go back and forth with you, because I ain't finna do it.
But I got time. I
ain't got no time.
Especially after tomorrow, man.
I ain't got no time. So I'm going to let Vic handle that. Hey, man, I liked this one. It is what it is. I'm your boy, OG Good Game, and that's
Slick Vic.
And this is what we do when we through. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Help us grow. Help us grow, man.